Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this content, I hope you'll subscribe. Okay, so today I have a little bit of exciting news for myself and for my business. And that is, a couple of weeks ago, I did a market at the Natural History Museum, and they have, dinosaurs and so forth there. And I actually found a picture that I took while I was there, and it has the big elephant, and I'm gonna put that up here. And that I was so happy when I found that picture. I was like, yes, at least I got a picture, because I tried to do a video while I was there, and come to find out, all I recorded was my inside of my pocket. so, so that didn't work out. Anyway, so they reached out to me and they wanted to see about putting some of my dinosaurs in their shop. I finally got back with them today, and they are offering me a 70-30 split. So I get 70%, they get 30%. And so my little Triceratops and my Brontosaurus and T-Rex are all going into my local museum. They have a gift shop inside, and I am just thrilled that they are considering my dinosaurs in their shop. That just blows my mind. So I'm super happy about that. Yay! They want me to go ahead and bring them in at the beginning of December, so we can have a fresh new month. And I was like, okay, that's awesome, because I was thinking probably January, but no, they want to start immediately after the holiday, after the Thanksgiving. So, yay! All right, so let's see. Saturday, I don't know what got into me, but I got into a big cleaning frenzy in my office, which by the time I decided to clean it, it had piles of yarn everywhere, because I tend to work right there at my computer a lot of the times, and so I had a mountain of yarn to put away, and it just was getting out of hand, and I was like, okay, we got to do something about this. I barely had a little walking space to get into my office, which is pretty small to begin with. So I spent all day doing that, and then I went down another big rabbit hole of getting into old files, and I'm like, you only need files going back 7 years, so why in the world are you hanging on to all these files? So I got into shredding papers and going through stuff and shredding more papers. By the time I knew it, I had 2 kitchen bags full of shredded papers. By the end of the day, I was tired, I was hurting, and I somehow pulled a muscle in my stomach, and I was like, okay, that's it, you're done. And so Sunday was pretty much recuperation day, because my stomach was really hurting. And I should know better than to have these big frenzied clean outs, because I do it all day long and then I pay for it later. So I did manage to get a couple of things made. Friday evening I did this little bear. It was a custom order. This pattern right here is usually my little alien, my chubby little alien. But I made it into a little bear, and he even has his little tail. And so it came out pretty cute. I like how it came out. And anyway, I've already contacted her, but I haven't heard back from her. So I'm wondering if he's going to end up being mine forever, or I don't know. I just haven't heard back from her yet. And then I had my brother ask me to do a custom order for him a really long time ago. I've been so busy doing other things and work, I just hadn't gotten around to doing a unpaid commission, you know. And so I finally got around to getting this done for my brother. Look how big it is. I mean, good grief. It's huge. And the picture that the girl shows, it has the whole head in her hand, you know, like a whole lot smaller than this. So the yarn she used must have been pretty small, like maybe a, I don't know, honey bunny or something small. I did not recognize the name brand that she put on the pattern, so I just went with what I had. And he wanted it to be orange and blue, but peach is as close as I had to orange without going to gold. So I did not have any, like, just pure orange. So we used the orange blossom. That's what that is. So it turned out really cute and a lot bigger than I thought it was going to. But that is literally the only two things I have crocheted in the last 3 days. So yesterday I had planned on tackling a zebra, but I ended up getting called into work. So and by the time we got home, I was just, you know, oh, I say we because hubby actually went with me because of my stomach was hurting. And so we ended up working yesterday, and by the time we got home, I just didn't feel like doing anything. So I just spent the evening on the computer doing some computer work, and I even started to play around in my Square, trying to figure out how to get my inventory list over into Square, and I'm going to have to do it manually because I don't have Excel. I don't pay for Excel, and I just use Google Sheets, and that doesn't convert over. So I just have to do it manually, and then I was thinking, I just don't have the energy for this, the mental power for that right now. So hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll get a couple of things listed on Squarespace. Is it Squarespace? I don't know. It's where you can sell your items online, but I haven't done that. The reason why I don't sell items online is the shipping cost. The shipping cost is insane, and I don't know how to calculate that. I just don't know how to calculate that. Every time I tell somebody how much it's going to be, it turns out to be more or less, and I just don't know how to calculate how much something is going to cost in shipping. So I I don't know. Anyway, what else did we want to talk about? Oh, as far as custom orders go, I still have a duck I need to get done. It's not really urgent, but I had a customer who had bought a duck before, and she it ended up getting used and loved and extremely dirty. And a white duck tends to get extremely dirty, so she wanted a replacement. And oh, I don't know if you've noticed on some of my setup, I have a actual like countertop where transactions can be made, and the top of my countertop is a piece of metal, and so I dressed it up. I put some pretty contact paper on it and made it into a nice tabletop, and it's worked out really well. And the only problem is that after a while the contact paper starts to get torn up, and when it gets wet from rainy days, where it's torn starts to get little rust spots. And so I was like, okay, I've got to redo this because it was bad. So we did that. We tore it all off and put a new countertop on it. I ordered some was a shelving unit. I'll put a picture up here. I ordered 2 of them to help me keep all of my yarn and display stuff. I have so much stuff in the middle of my house where my sewing table is, that it is just overflowing, and I have got to figure out how to clean it up because it is just it's an eyesore for sure. So much so I can't stand to look at it. So I need to do something about it. It's nice and short and sweet. Not a whole lot going on around here other than just cleaning and doing custom orders, and that's it, really. Alright, well, my next market is on Saturday, so I will see you Friday, and maybe I'll have gotten something done by then. Alright, y'all have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.